It certainly surprised me to hear Luke say it's time for the Jedi to end. I said, what?
Yeah.
Luke was the most optimistic, hopeful character. And
Yes.
I had a real, sort of a back and forth with Ryan. I said, Ryan, a Jedi doesn't give up.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
A Jedi, if he does something wrong, he makes it right. Even if he's traumatized and goes away, he regroup within, 6 months, but 20, 30 years? And come on, that's a little bit overindulgent in my... like I say, I didn't know it was going to be bought by Disney, because this was summer of 2012. Then they announced that Disney had bought Lucasfilm around Halloween, which would have been October 30th. It was announced. And, we didn't know who the director was going to be. And then they announced J.J. Abrams, and it all came out. It was all very, very exciting. And I hope people are happy. It seems like, because in Hollywood, remember, kids, it's not important if it's of high quality, only if it makes money. Now, I don't want to, a good example would be Transformers. And to be completely fair to Michael Bay, I've never seen a Transformers film. I know they're among the highest grossing films in Hollywood history. I saw a trailer, and I'm too old to process that much information. The thing looked like it was edited in the Cuisinart. If you try and count 1,000, 2, 1,000, and it's just mind-boggling. And they're cutting everywhere where you don't know where you are. It's cinema of bewilderment, But what I'm saying is, they keep making... all I'm saying is, I've never met anybody that's my age, or probably even your age, that say, oh, I love that movie. Most people are disparaging of that particular franchise, but they keep making them because they make huge amounts of money. And oh my God, I just realized this is all on film. But my larger point was, it doesn't matter if it's good as long as it makes money. So because The Force Awakens made a lot of money, I can't be, it's not ergo, it's good.
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming, and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
Fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay! Save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of two characters that have known him, 20 minutes? Well, you're assuming that I train Rey.
Exactly. Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well,
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens. When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character. Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies, and I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. And I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time, because it's based on history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on a lot of things. And you know, the first 3 basically tell you how a democracy turns into a dictatorship, and you end up with a tyrant, the emperor. It's a very important now, where we are now in our political history.
And as always, may the force be with you.
I'm kind of retarded.
Fade in.
What's up, you actuals, George and Wookiees? Anna, also knows that Star Wars Girl. I was waiting for like the ni hao to all of our Star Wars fans in China, but that's on a different intro. Well, what's up, everyone? Hi, January 1st. I'm awake. Now, for those that missed my last stream, I thought I put it on members only, and I didn't, so you guys can still go watch it. Congratulations to all of you. But I did promise I would be drinking on my next stream. So this is champagne with Mio. Just warning. So I do have this ready. I did get like $100 super chat last stream and like 250s, if not more. I don't remember. But thank you. So I'm gonna start off by taking a drink. And for those that are all worried, because I am currently, for those that don't know, I also had a baby and I'm currently breastfeeding. I already pumped my lot for the day, made all the bottles I could possibly make with these things. And yeah, so everything else after this I'll be dumping out. But cheers, guys, to champagne with me. Ugh, smells awful. No, Anna, you can't drink because it goes to milk. I pumped all day. That's why I'm a little bit late, because I was finishing up pumping. And so I'll pump everything out and then you can dump it. They actually have these cool like little tabs that you can put into the milk, and it'll tell you if there's any alcohol content in it. So that way, like, I know. But alcohol goes through my system, I feel like, pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that I'll be good by tomorrow. But right now, the baby, because she was she preemie size when my baby was born, she was 4 pounds and 14 ounces. They wanted me already to like mix, like switch between giving her breast milk and then giving her formula that will help her grow, which I'm not happy about because my baby's so big now. I'm pretty sure she's like 6 pounds now. And I'm like, isn't it crazy? On Friday, she'll be a month old. Well, I guess 4 weeks old, right? Yeah, I don't know, mathies. But yeah, so my baby was born 4 pounds, 14 ounces. She's very, very little. The entire pregnancy, though, they told me that I was going to have a small baby, that, you know, I was making small babies. So she's in the 3rd percentile. So if there's 100 people, she'll be the 3rd smallest one. The only people that would be born smaller than my baby are dwarves and midgets. So I have a very small baby, but 4 weeks is a month. Yeah, I know, but it, like, people go off of the day, right? Like the number of the day. So, but yeah, 4 weeks, whatever. But yeah, that's a month. Yeah. Anna wanted a midget. No, I'm glad that smaller than Lila. Well, I mean, she's a baby. It's going off of average baby birth weight, which I'm pretty sure dwarves and midgets are still born at normal weights. But yeah, so anyways, my baby is little. They're making me give her formula that'll help her grow, which I'm not happy about because I want her to stay little. Everyone's laughing at me because I'm like, I want my baby to stay little. I don't want her to get big. I want her to stay baby. And they're like, no, Hannah, she's gonna grow. And Peach's mom like just laughs at me. She's like, you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle because these babies don't stop growing until they're grown. So I'm like, I want her to stay baby. I want her to stay baby. I want to stay little. She's my little baby. But she's so sweet. She is finally like properly fitting into her preemie clothes. Yeah, we had literally imagine going into a store like full of baby clothes and you see the newborn ones and they're the smallest and you think that they're so small. And I look at them and I'm like, that's huge. My baby's not going to fit into that for months. So my baby, we even like had to hunt down because they don't really sell preemie clothes in stores. And it's not like Babies R Us exists anymore. So we were like scouring Amazon to try to find like preemie onesies that will fit her. And Peaches found a couple and we got them. Guess what? They're too big for her. But the one that she's wearing today finally kind of fits her. So yay, which also makes me sad because that means my baby's getting big. But we have a lot to talk about today. Apparently there was like 2 terrorist attacks on January 1st. Let me see if I can find it. I actually have topics for today, believe it or not. And I can't stream for more than 2 hours because I do also have to do my show over on Graham Nolan's channel. So for those that do not know, I do a show on Graham Nolan's channel. It's a Star Trek show. It's me, him, Aaron Lepresti, and Ron Garney, and we go over episodes of Star Trek, the original series. So that is going to start later today. I can't remember if it's 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. my time. And then, guys, I don't know if you know who Mr. Grizzy is. But Mr. Grizzy is an awesome YouTuber and he makes videos just laughing and like calling out all the Disney shills. He's doing an award show today and I am presenting one of the awards. I just posted both links to both streams in the chat. So I did want to do a stream here on my channel today and just say hi. And, I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I was busy with my baby all day yesterday, believe it or not. So I was busy during the day and then we wanted to celebrate New Year's, so we stayed up and there's always a bunch of fireworks, so we tried to show the baby fireworks. I don't know if she even could comprehend everything, but yes. So before we get into topics, I want to talk about what's going on. I bookmarked a couple things on Twitter, which is insane. I'm going to pull those up in a minute, but guys, if you didn't know, oh, look at that. I still have my calendar. It is an in demand. I wasn't going to do in demand this time around, but I decided to just because I had my baby early and I lost a month worth of promotion and I was really sick throughout my pregnancy. So I didn't really get to promote this as much as I wanted to. So this is still currently in demand. If you guys haven't backed it yet, go and back it. It's in the chat or it's linked in the chat. I think it's like a pinned comment. It's also in the description of this video, but you guys can go and check it out. I appreciate everyone's support. We did break 30,000, which is so awesome. Thank you so much. And since we closed down, we have continued to gain backers. I haven't refreshed this in a while, in a couple days. So let me just do a little refresh and check. So right now it says $34,091 with 319 backers. I feel like that number is higher. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. So we're at 34,661 with 325 backers. Go and check that out if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get it to 35,000. That'd be awesome. And all of the tiers are up here. Indiegogo's doing this new weird thing. I don't like it. It's like the mobile version. I liked it better when it was on the side, but it is what it is. I don't understand the people at Indiegogo, but okay. Buy calendars for the memories. Hey now, look it. I'm back. Oh, let me move this. I only have a few pounds to lose, which I'm still kind of swollen from the baby weight and all that, and the medication they have me on. But my chair, I have my chair. I went to my PO box and I got boxes, so that's kind of in my way. But I'm not I don't know. I need a stool to stand on. Let's just say I'm not fat like I used to be. So, but I did have a baby inside of me. So I'm getting back to my weight. I'm still not allowed to go to the gym. I'm not allowed to go to the gym until January 15th. So 14 days. I'm so excited. 14 days and I can go back to the gym. But I have been working out at home. It just is really frustrating not being able to lift anything that's more than 10 pounds. I can't even lift tulip. I'm not allowed to lift tulip. I went to go you know, we order our dog food to like come in like it's a subscription, and I went to go like lift the box and bring it inside, and she's like, "Don't do that," and I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "It weighs 37 pounds." I was like, "Damn it!" So I'm really get a stepper. What's a stepper? Let's see. You're thick now. Your next calendar is gonna say, "Bro, I finally got hips. Let me show you. I have to do all of these tricks." Like, you see here, you see Siri. Okay, you see my lack of hips. I have to stand like with my legs like far apart, like like a Superman pose, and like angle it so it kind of looks like I have hips. I had a baby, so I finally have hips. I really hope that that doesn't go away. Not that any of you guys care, but I care. I care my whole life. It's like stick. Which, I mean, some women probably are jealous of, but, I don't like it. Like, see, even, like, Harley Quinn, I have to, like, stand, like, a certain way and, like, point things a certain ways to make it look like I have kinda hips. I don't. Like, see, do you guys notice that in all of these, I'm standing with my legs apart? Because if I stand with my legs together, I don't have anything. If you look at my 7 of 9, photos, those ones, I'm not standing with my legs, like, spread apart, so it like, you guys can see that I'm a stick, and I have to, like or I'm not a stick, obviously, I do have weights to me in certain places, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like, my hips go, like, those bones, the bones are like, "Eh," and now they're kinda spread out because you have a baby and your hips naturally widen, especially, you know, because 'cause you're whamming, that's what happens. But anyways, so going back to this, I forgot my train of thought and what I was saying. Oh, yeah, see? Look at legs spread apart, so I have hips. Trying to get that hourglass. My legs are kinda close together on this one, but that is because that's more of an ass shot kinda thing. Legs spread apart, so it looks like I have hips. Same thing here. This one, again, it's like that, different angle, but so you guys want to go on back this calendar if you guys haven't yet. Level 1. You get the calendar and you get level 1 trading card. This is the first time I'm doing I know a lot of people like trading cards. I've never been a trading card kind of person, so I didn't understand the appeal of it, and then somebody was trying to explain it to me, and I was like, "I get it. Y'all like trading cards. I will try it out." So, and I did 2 trading cards, like, as stretch goal things for the last one, and people really liked it. So I was like, "Alright, I'll do it for this one." So each tier has a unique individual trading card. So level 1 has level 1 trading card. Level 2, you get 2 calendars plus the level 2 trading card. You cannot buy these trading cards. You can only get them by backing certain levels. Level 3 is the calendar, the limited edition poster set, and the level 3 trading card. Level 4 is the calendar, the limited edition poster set, the photo book, and then the level 4 trading card. And then level 5 is you get everything. You get the calendar, you get the limited edition poster set, you get the photo book, and you get all of the trading cards from all the previous levels, and everything comes signed except the trading cards because the way that I print them, it's like glossy. So if I did sign it, no matter what I sign it with, it's going to get all smudged and wreck it, and you guys don't want that. So, guys, go and back my calendar. I haven't added on stretch goals. I just haven't had time, and anytime I think I do have time, it gets consumed by my baby, and my mind is all like pregnancy brain, so I forget because being pregnant makes you forget a lot of things. So yes, go and back this calendar now if you haven't already, and I would appreciate it. Now let's go talk about some of these crazy things that are going on right now. Also, like I feel like I have something in my teeth. I was drinking not the champagne, but I've been drinking hot chocolate, and you guys can see it kind of exploded. But like I added chocolate syrup to it, and it's like I don't know, like I feel like I have this weird film on my teeth. But okay, so I guess last night everybody lost their goddamn minds because oh my goodness, look at this. I'll make this all bigger on here. Okay, so I guess some dude drove his truck into Bourbon Street in New Orleans and killed a bunch of people. And then there's other people like talking about the FBI people. I'm like, I don't care about the FBI. I just like what happened? Like so the guy died. People are talking like, "Oh, look, he killed someone in a wheelchair." And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure he killed a lot of people." Like, it sucks that the dude was in a wheelchair to begin with, but mofo killed a bunch of people. I'm like, "What is going on?" I don't know if you guys can hear that. And then there's like some video of him talking about project or property management. Oh my goodness. Pastor Flash, thank you for the $50 super chat. Let's talk. Drink more drink. Oh my god. Oh, let's talk more drink. Excuse me. Obviously, I'm already drinking, but okay. Cheers, Pastor Flash. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I appreciate it. Cheers to you. I know. I had like, what do you want? A sip of this as I was pouring it, and I already was like starting to like, because it went over. But thank you, Pastor Flash. I appreciate it. He had an ISIS flag in his truck. Yeah, I heard that. I haven't seen like as much of it, but there's like all these videos. Oh, sorry, shit. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, that was Nosferatu. Oh no. Oh no. What is all this shit? What did I? Okay. I usually have these things in folders, but it is what it is. Anna going full politics. How is this politics? I'm talking about news. This literally just happened. Why am I still like this? Listen, you don't want me to talk politics. I don't know shit about politics. I'm going to be the worst person to get any kind of take or opinion on that. This is just news. The dude went and like drove his truck into a bunch of people and killed people. What happened? What's going on? And then there's like a cyber truck burning. Like, is the world on fire here? We're just going to go through this together. I don't even care at this point. I'll share my damn screen. We can go through. Let's see what's trending. We can search for this together. I'm going to get flagged. Watch. Okay, so trending Oregon, Texas. Is this New Orleans? Okay. Let's see what happened. Please don't show dead people on my screen. Oh no, is that dead people? Okay. No, there's it is. It is the ISIS flag, isn't it? Oh no. I thought the guy was black. I didn't know he was Middle Eastern. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, she's saying it's not a terrorist. Yeah, people are losing their mind about her having a nose ring, and I could care less about that. I just want to know what the hell happened. I saw this where they have this hippie dude is talking about how they have these barriers and these barriers weren't closed. So this guy just drove through everything. I remember, I think I was on like an EFAP years ago or something, and we were talking about, because I'm pretty sure it was Mahler that told me, but it's like, how do people like kill each other in the UK if they don't have guns? And I remember there's this video that I used to watch, and it's called The Pug That Can't Run. And it's this pug from Ireland, Belfast, Ireland to be exact. And I didn't know this, but a fun fact about Belfast, Ireland, has the hospital that is the best in the world for stab wounds. And I was like, why is that a thing? Why is there a hospital that's the best in the world for taking care of stab wounds or people stabbing each other? And then I found out from a bunch of British people that, yeah, that's a thing because they don't have guns. So they stab each other and then they run each other over with cars. I was like, I don't know about you guys, but if someone is going to murder me, I'd want to go as quickly and as painlessly as possible. So, I don't want to get run over by a car, nor would I want to be stabbed. Do you know how close somebody has to be to you to like stab you? Hells to the fuck no. So, but I guess now this dude is going around, and I think I saw a video. I don't think I can show it on here, but somebody filmed it of like him getting out of his car and he was shooting. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh wow, what's that? Let's see. This is as someone who has extensively trained explosives. Okay, whatever. Okay, something's blowing up. I saw this going around. I still don't know what the fuck's going on. All I know is that there's some crazy dude that drove his car through a bunch of people and killed a bunch of people, and then there's still a lot of injured people. And then there's like a Tesla Cybertruck. Let's see. I think that one's in Vegas, right? Where's the Cybertruck? Where? Come on, news. Maybe I have to just go to news. Is this it? The Cybertruck exploded? Yeah, what the hell's up with this? Oh, that's what that video was that guy was doing. I don't think I shared audio, which is fine because I don't want to get in trouble. But I guess this Cybertruck that's in front of Trump's hotel exploded. There we go. There we go. Let's make that big screen. I'm just going to mute it because I don't really care what they're saying. So look at the Cybertruck. Cybertruck's about to explode. Come on, Cybertruck. There you go. Bam. Bam. I bet that's going to really help sales. You know what I noticed that was the same about these? I'll put on my tinfoil hat. They were both trucks. Da-da-da-da. I need that little like dog emoji thing where it's like da-da-da-da. I have it in my videos, just not on StreamYards. But they were both trucks. Coincidence? I feel like an SUV would probably be better. I don't know. I don't like a truck. Unless it's all in the bed of the truck, it's got all this empty space. I saw this really, really funny video on Instagram of a Cybertruck, and it has like this thing holding like a dead deer, and it's like the dead deer is hanging from this like spike thing, and somebody is following. They're in traffic and they're filming it, and it's like if only this person had like a bed or something to put their dead deer in, because they were making fun of the person with the Cybertruck didn't want the deer in the back of their truck. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the design could have been better, but that's just me. So I guess that's what's happening. Why is this not going back to normal? Okay. Whew. I already am kind of feeling a little bit buzzed, but hello. Hello. That's what happens when you don't drink for 9 freaking months. You get buzzed easily. But David D, thank you for being a member for 5 months. And it says, Hail Cecil. Well, thank you for that. I'm sure Cecil will appreciate the sentiment. Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the super chat. Shan't be able to take part. Happy New Year. Live long and prosper. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, Macy, and thank you for the $2 super chat. I hope you have a great 2025. Not George Floyd. Thank you for the 5. Oh, well, thank you, my dude. Phil TMNT, thank you for the $2. Ewok say yub nub year at midnight on New Year's. That is true. That is true. They do. I never had anything against yub nub, and people I guess didn't like it, so they like the change. I don't know. Crush on Anna. You spelled my name wrong, but thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year. Congratulations on your new baby. Aw, thank you so much, my dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, Japan. Thank you for being a member for 59 months. Wow. Thank you. Vegas Cybertruck supposedly had fireworks in bed. Oh, so it was an accident? I don't know. I'm going to wait for other people to do the research, and then I'll just see and form my own opinions as more stuff comes out. Right now, it like just happened. So I don't know. I just woke up and I was trying. This is what happens. Your day, especially when you're the wham in the situation, your day literally just becomes, what does the baby want right now? Okay, she wants to sleep. All right, cool. Oh, she wants milk. Okay, cool. She needs a diaper change. Okay, cool. So my life has literally revolved around this tiny little thing. And so I was just, especially like when you're breastfeeding, you can't move. You have to like just sit there and like hold like the baby in place. And my nickname for my little baby is my little monster, because she does this thing when she's hungry. She's like, and she opens up her mouth, and it's so cute because she doesn't have teeth. She's like, and it's so cute. I'm like, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, calm down, little monster. My mom got so mad at me. She's like, she's not a monster. And I'm like, she's making cute little sounds like a monster. And then I'm like, it's because she's a dragon baby. My baby was born during the year of the dragon. She's making little baby dragon noises. So, yeah. So I call her my little monster. So she, and then you just put her there, and she's like, and I'm like, hurts. Nobody warns you for how painful breastfeeding is. And I'm just like, She's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm trying to breastfeed. He's like, he just laughs at me. But yeah, it's extremely painful. But yeah, so my morning, I was gonna get up, I was gonna dye my hair, because yes, I still have to tone it, because as you guys can see, it is not the right color at the bottoms, which bothers me. But I was gonna do a mask on my hair, and then, because I was planning on waking up before the baby, which I didn't, and I ended up just sitting there breastfeeding my baby, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. Which one of my favorite YouTubers came out with a new video that I had missed. So I was like, oh, I get to watch this. And I watched a couple other ones. But yeah, so my day has become revolving around taking care of a baby, which is the best job ever. And she's so cute. She's so cute. But every time I feed her, I'm like, stop, don't grow. I'll feed you, but you have to promise me not to grow. And then she looks at me and she's like, with her big brown eyes. And I'm like, oh, my baby. Russell Hall, what's up, Russell? Happy New Year. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, the world is on fire, and it is going to be a very bumpy ride. That's okay. I like roller coasters, Russell, which I can finally go on. Actually, I probably can't. If I can't go to the gym, January 15th, I can probably go on a roller coaster again, which I love roller coasters, so I'm excited about that. Russell, thank you for another super chat. The Cybertruck in front of Trump's hotel was clearly a message referencing Trump and Elon Musk. It's likely had nothing to do with New Orleans. Yeah, it probably didn't. I was being sarcastic, but I'm just like, that's an expensive ass message. So somebody rich is financing it. If I'm going to put my tinfoil hat and put my 2 cents into it, yeah, I'm like, I mean, I do like my truck, but if you want to give me like a 200 grand Cybertruck, I'll trade you my used truck, and you can borrow it. if these crazy people want to do a little tradies instead of blowing it up. What a waste, man. Mark started. Oh, what's up, Mark? Thank you for the 20. Mark, my dogs, you sent me all those lamb chops. They're down to the last one. All of lamb chops have been decapitated and torn apart except for one. But thank you. My dogs appreciate it. Happy New Year. Congratulations on the baby and more diaper fund money. It's the first day of the new year and the world has gone bonkers. The guy from New Orleans served in the army. I did see that. I saw like he was a veteran and then he was in like property management. I saw clips of his like YouTube video that was now removed. It's crazy. Everyone's losing their goddamn minds. Just have a good day. Just have a good day and stop blowing things up and stop killing people. You would think it wouldn't be that hard, but it is. All right, I'll take another little sip for the 20. And by the way, I'm only drinking this one glass. I think pretty sure that's all I can make. Russell, thank you for the 2. Wait until she starts teething. I'm just going to pump. I'm not going to breastfeed when she's teething. It already hurts enough as it is. My mom was telling me about how, like, when she was trying to breastfeed me, she's like, it was all blood. She's like, you were a little vampire. And her and my dad, I guess, had to, like, this obviously before Amazon was around, had to go, like, and drive to another town to go buy a breast pump because I guess I wasn't breastfeeding correctly. She's like, you were a vampire. All you wanted was my blood. And she's like, you would have been fine just drinking my blood because that's all you were doing. And you, like, were fine with it. And, like, I was like, oh, all right. And my boobs did bleed the first couple of times, which was not fun. It was extremely painful, but now she's got I think also it was because she was too little to like do it properly. And then yeah, and like the nurse was like yelling at me, like she's like, you have to put the whole nipple in her mouth. I'm like, I don't think I can fit all of this in her mouth. And she's like, your nipples are too small. And I was like, thank you for that. My baby is too small and now my nips are too small. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very great of her. What do you want me to do? I'm like, what do you want me to do, woman? If everything is too small, what can I possibly do? That was way too much information for everyone. But thank you, Junior, for the $10. Happy New Year's, Anna from That Wars Girl. Okay, we can talk about this because this is funny. I wasn't going to talk about this until later, but guys, hold on. Let me get this off of my teeth real fast. One second. I don't know what the hell is going on right now, but I'm going to tell you guys, like, I had hot chocolate. And I put like chocolate syrup in it and it's like in my, like, I don't know what it is. Okay. I think I got it, but do you guys know that feeling when you like drink something? This is why I can't eat cereal, is because I always get like this weird like milk foam and it's always on like the bridge, the roof. That's the word for it. The roof of my mouth, and it like just feels weird and I'm like, and I always like just want to take a toothbrush and scrub the like roof of my mouth, but then it hurts and it's like not fun. But I don't know, it's like it feels like there's some weird kind of like film on my teeth. Like, you know, when you put those strips of like teeth whitener on, like that's what it feels like, but there's nothing there. It's driving me kind of crazy. I don't know. Film on teeth sucks. I don't know what's going on, but let's see. But thank you. Yes, let's talk about this. Let me go find that tweet. Okay, so guys, Pearl came after me. She did, and it's referencing from this super chat. So yes, from TWG. So Pearl did this thread the other day, and can I go to the top of it? Where is it? Here we go. Okay. So Pearl does this. What Pearl does, and I said this on Simpcast because it's like I can't stand talking about Pearl. I don't find her interesting at all. I don't find the manosphere stuff interesting at all because I've noticed the trend with it because I didn't know what it was at first until I went on Simpcast and I like met Brittany and Chrissy and like they kind of explained it to me and I'm like, so it's a bunch of unmarried, childless people telling you that you're useless if you're not married. And if you don't have kids and they're all unmarried and childless, I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess you know what, if you do you, honey boo boo, and I'll keep doing me because I don't know if that's what makes you happy and that's what floats your boat and you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself. I guess do whatever you want. But I just always kind of just rolled my eyes at it. But she did this thread where it's called Catfish of the Year. Now, catfishing is when you are pretending to like from my understanding of what catfishing was, and I remember, do you guys remember? I can't remember what channel it was on, but remember that TV show like about catfishing? I feel like it was on like MTV or something, but it's where people pretend like they use like, oh, like for example, here's Josie. So like, let's say you're a 500-pound dude living in like Wisconsin and you want money, and so you get these pretty girls pictures and you use them and you start like messaging people. I remember this was really big. It was MTV. Okay, I was right. So it was, and you use pretty girl pictures and then you start talking to guys on the internet, especially like Facebook, because Facebook was getting like really big, I think, when the show was out. And so they would use these pretty girls pictures and they would have like profiles of them and they would just steal, people's photos, usually really pretty girls. And then they would use it to catfish and, get guys money and like, bait these guys in and then, catfish them. That's what catfishing is. So I don't know why I'm on this list because I'm married, first off, and I've been in a relationship, a serious, obviously, relationship. We're now married with a baby since before I even was like an internet person. Like when my first YouTube video was ever posted, I was already living with Peaches. We had already been together for like over a year. So if not longer, I don't remember when my first YouTube video was posted, to be honest with you guys. I know it was my last Jedi video, but me and Peaches had already been together a long time at that point. So like, obviously we were serious. We were living together. And so I'm like, I don't know how that means I'm a catfish. Cause it's like, I'm not trying to get, I, like the logic behind the catfishing is you're trying to pretend to be someone you're not to get things from people, specifically guys. I've never pretended to be someone I'm not, like, and like been like, this is who I am and presented. I've obviously cosplayed, which is funny when we'll get to there. It's like I'm in cosplays, which everybody knows. I'm not like I'm Rogue or I'm Lois Lane. I'm not pretending to be Lois Lane and like I'm not turning on my camera and saying like, hi, my name is Lois Lane. I've always been like, no, I'm Anna, that Star Wars girl. So I just thought it was weird that I was put into this list because I'm like, how have I ever catfished anyone? What you see is what you kind of get with me. But so it says she goes after Josie, which I don't, again, like from what I know about Josie is I know Josie's a libertarian. I just like watching her like take down people on Twitter. I don't think I've ever seen her hide her age. I know she's like a mom and she's got 3 daughters. And I mean, she's pretty. Like, I think Josie's very pretty. I don't think she looks bad in either of these photos, but you can obviously tell she has her hair and her makeup done. She, looks pretty, so she took a selfie of herself versus her in the middle of a sentence on a TV show or something. And I don't think I've ever seen Josie try to hide her age. So, like, I don't know what this is. This also, I don't get it. Like, why is she using the most blurry picture of Sydney Sweeney? And then it's like, how is this a catfish? She's swimming. She's in a swimming pool. Like, I don't know any woman that looks like this when they go swimming. So I don't know how this is a catfish either. And then this, again, it's like she has her hair and makeup done versus she has her hair in a ponytail and no makeup on and a t-shirt. And she still looks better than most women do when they're, no makeup and their hair is up and like in a t-shirt. So I don't really understand like how she looks bad here. I don't know who this chick is, but yeah, they're saying that she looks fat. I mean, I don't know. She just looks Hispanic to me. And I don't get how does she look bad in this picture? And I think that there's obviously a filter on, like, look at sparkles. And so I saw this and I was really confused and I saw like, Chrissy was in it. And then like Sabrina Carpenter, she's making this comparison. Also, this photo of Sabrina is when she's 14 years old versus now as an adult. So I was like, that's kind of weird. The first thing I saw was this, though, was like I saw screenshots of people talking about this with Melanie. And I'm like, I think Melanie looks better without makeup on. Like Melanie is one of the very few women I've ever seen that can pull off the like Egyptian eyeliner, because most women that I see with that, it looks terrible. But Melanie has really large, round eyes. And so I personally think it looks really good on her. But I think Melanie looks really pretty like this. I think the prettiest I've ever seen Melanie is when she had first cut her hair short, like Celine from Underworld, and she has it curly, and she has her like the no makeup, like just a little bit of mascara look. That's the way I think Melanie looks the best, but that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, Melanie is like what, 37 or 38, and she looks as good as she does. Like what Pearl is what how I don't know, Pearl's in her 20s and she says like, oh, women are like useless before or like after the age of 30 if they're like, unmarried and or I don't know, isn't like her whole thing that women are useless after 30? So I was like, what? What? I don't know, like the logic, I'm just like, there's none there. But I still think I'm like, if you're gonna talk about anyone's looks, Melanie is probably the last person you should go off after because I mean, look, she's what? The toxic after 30 and she still looks as good as she does. Like, I don't understand. Melanie is like a real life Benjamin Button. It doesn't make sense. I don't know who this woman is, but she looks I don't know how this is known because it's like just a straight up photo of her face, which looks exactly the same here. And it's just like, okay, here she is in a bikini. So I don't really know how this is a catfish. And then this one, Isabella, she's beautiful. And it's like, she's beautiful here too. Like, what's wrong with the way that she looks here? If anything, you're just highlighting how pretty she is. Like, if you look this good without makeup, like, Jesus, like, congratulations, you won the lottery. And, like, this photo, I don't get it either. I don't understand. Now, these ones of Britney, I think it was more like a vendetta thing because Britney's, like, done videos on Pearl. And I've met Britney many times in real life. She looks exactly like this. Like, Britney doesn't really wear that much makeup. Britney, like, does, like, the eyeliner right here, like, the pointed in the corner and a little bit here, and, I mean, sometimes she has foundation on and everything, but, like, she really doesn't wear a lot of makeup. Like, I've seen her. Me, her, and Chrissy shared a hotel room when we all went to MegaCon. Like, I've seen her without makeup. She looks great. Like, so I just don't understand, but a lot of people hate Britney. So this is a picture of Britney, like, from when she was a lot younger, and it's a face app. Like, this is a filter on Britney's face. Britney doesn't actually look like this. So, again, it's like, you're just hating. And I don't see how she looks bad here either. I don't see how she looks bad. I don't get it. Now, Chrissy, again, I've met Chrissy in person. She looks great. I think Chrissy looks better in person than she does in this photo. Let's see. And then this one, like, Chrissy looks great. What? She's on a phone cam. She's doing Cameo. And so she's on her cell phone. And then this, it clearly says it's the Face app. Now, Sarah Gonzalez, I don't know a lot about her, but personally, I do think she looks better without all the makeup on. I think she looks better here. I've seen like some clips of her videos go around, but she does talk about politics and I don't have any interest in it, so I don't really watch any of those. But I don't know, like maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think she looks better right here than she does here. So again, and she's married. One of the few things I know about her is that she does have kids. So it's like, how is she catfishing? Because she puts makeup on to be on camera. I don't know who this girl is either. This looks like a passport photo. How is she catfishing people with a passport photo? So she looks good. Her hair and her makeup, her mascara is fantastic in this. I wish I could get my bottom lashes to stay looking like that. If I put mascara on my bottom lashes, it's all smudge. She looks good. It just looks like she took off her makeup. I don't see what the problem is here. And then we get to me. Now, I want to know where this picture is from because I've never seen it. So this one, she says, next we have Anna from TWG. It's like, it's that Star Wars girl. Where's the S? I'm that Wars girl. We thought Anna was a super hottie, but it turns out she looks like a cashier from McDonald's under all those filters. Okay. I don't know why I have to explain this, but I guess I do have to explain this. There's a big difference from a professional photo shoot where I am in like heavy makeup and I have my hair all done and I'm in a full-on costume. Also, there's Photoshop going on because hello, my eyes aren't, bright green like Rogue. You can't see it as well in this photo. which I wonder where they got because they must have, they must have taken a screenshot from like one of my thumbnails because all of the photos of this that I've released have been with watermarks on it. But then this photo, I was hungover and sweaty at a con, and this is obviously a selfie or a photo like with someone. I don't know where this photo is or who took this photo. I would like to see it because I want to know who I was taking pictures with. That's one thing. When I meet you guys in person, you guys take pictures with me. I never get to see the damn photos. So I don't know if I look cute or not, which I don't think I look bad. I look really happy for considering how hungover and sick I was that day. I honestly think this is probably after I puked because I did. We drank pretty fucking hard. Like we were drinking a lot this weekend. I'm surprised I didn't get alcohol poisoning. But I remember Chrissy actually walked down with me to let me see if I can find let me find it on. Why does it not switch back? Okay, on my Instagram, I had a post where I just posted like it was a happy birthday to Chrissy like last year on her birthday, and I posted a bunch of pictures from the con. Let me see. Here we go. I'll slightly shield my Instagram on here. Yeah, like yes, I'm catfishing everyone. Here's a picture of me at my wedding, Here's like, oh my goodness, I got married. Okay, so this was me and Chrissy. So the Lois Lane one was the day before. So there's me and Chrissy. Oh my goodness, we're catfishing. Okay, where's the ones at the con? Okay, so here's like that day. I am so fucking hungover. And I did puke. Like I puked on the way from the hotel to the con. I went there super early because I wanted to go and film some panels. So I was there super early. So here's me. Here's the full cosplay. I'm cosplaying as Lois Lane from Superman the Animated Series. Chrissy's cosplaying. Brittany cosplayed. Ashton was there. She cosplayed too. Look, you guys can see Gina Carano's booth is right behind us. There's like the long ass line. But so it's not like I went to the con as me, myself, and I, which I'm sure that there's plenty of pictures out there of me, myself, and I that you can find that are probably worse than the one that Pearl's showing. But it's like Twitter versus real life. And I know this is like the wrong thing to be irritated about, but I'm like, that's not even my profile picture anymore. Like there's pictures, like my profile picture is 7 of 9 from Star Trek. And there's pictures of me at cons as 7 of 9. This is like the most irritating thing because I'm like, why wouldn't you use like the actual comparison? Because these aren't even the same character. I'm just like, if you're going to hate on me, don't be lazy. Like the laziness is what drives me crazy. I have some hardcore stalkers out there that, do better work than this. But that Wars girl on Twitter is a thing. Yeah. So now apparently, according to Pearl, I'm that Wars girl. But so let me go back in the thread, which honestly, part of me was thinking that she was just kind of posting certain women to now go back. To see who would get the most engagement, so she knows who to go after later. And mine did. Like I ratioed the shit out of her. But even then, like guys, I don't like. I'm all sweaty. Obviously, I'm in a wig. I'm in a badly lit con. Like, of course, I'm not going to look the same way that I look in a freaking professional photo shoot. Like, even right now, I look different. I have like big old YouTube studio lights in front of me. I got background lights. I got lights over to my side. I have a heater right over here. So if you guys can kind of see, there's like a little bit of an orange tint. It's because I have one of those like heaters right over here. But yeah, I don't see how I am catfishing. I really don't understand it. And again, how am I catfishing when I've always been open about the fact that I am in a serious relationship and I've always lived with the guy that I've been in the serious relationship with, and I'm married and I just had a baby. Like, and also I think probably before I had the baby, I would be like, oh my God, I look terrible in this photo. But after, if you would see the photo that Peaches took of me, which in his defense, I kept telling him, like, take a picture of me and my baby. And he's like, babe, you're not going to want to see a picture of you and the baby right now. Like, take a picture of me and my baby. And then after I got out of the, hospital and all the drugs were out of my system, I saw what I looked like. And I was like, ah! I'm like, I look so and hi. And he's like, babe, you were on like a lot of drugs. And I was like, what is wrong with my face? I guess I FaceTime a bunch of my family and they all thought there was this fat Chinese person calling them because my face swelled up so much. I'm going to show you guys. You guys can laugh about this. So I showed this on the Jack show the other night. Well, I just sent it to Cecil, but how swollen my freaking foot was the other night. So last time I hosted Jack show, I was off cam with my feet in the air because my legs were so swollen. Like I was so swollen from the medication that I was on. Guys, this is how swollen my foot got. You see that? So imagine that, but my face, like my ankle is gone. I have no ankle. My foot just went straight into my freaking leg. Imagine that, but my whole body from all of the fucking drugs that they had me on. Can we see? I just showed it. So there's a really where's the foot? I know. Cankles. It wasn't just my guys, it was really, really bad. Elephantitis foot. But guys, imagine that, but like my legs were swollen, my face was, it was bad. Like, so when Peaches took pictures of me in the hospital, I'm like, so I don't think there's any photo out there that could ever look as bad as I did in the hospital. So I see this and I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I look that bad. But okay, yeah. So a McDonald's cashier. Somebody posted this in the thread. Where is it? The meme, the really funny meme of the McDonald's cashier. Where is it? Where's the meme? How far down is it? Yeah, it's like a girl that looks like that commenting on my appearance. I'm like, what is this? She ran a yellow filter and put liner to deepen the lines unless it's from the day before. No, I do a different cosplay every day. Yeah, is that a filter? I don't know. I don't know where this photo is from. I will say this though about it. My teeth do look super yellow. But you guys can see my teeth. My teeth aren't yellow. And I don't know. The only thing I would say about this photo is it does look like they removed my makeup because I have I get my nails done. I get my lashes done too. I go to this Asian woman. She puts all these lashes. She goes and individually glues lashes. They're called eyelash extensions. These are like the two super girly things I get done. I do it once a month. It's my girly thing. I go have my girl day and I get that done. So, puke teeth. I don't know. That wouldn't make my teeth yellow. And this is weird. This is one of the weird things about me. I do carry a toothbrush with me and I do brush my teeth after I eat. I do take good care of my teethies because I like my teeth. I like keeping my teeth clean. But I don't have any eyelashes in this photo. So I do think I've never seen this photo, but I'm pretty sure somebody ran a filter on it because I do have my lashes done. Like I did when I went to this thing. Like I've been getting my lashes done for the past like 8 years. So in the past 8 years, I've always had eyelash extensions. So even if I didn't have any makeup on the rest of my face, my eyelashes would still look like this. And I know that I had just gotten them done before I went to this con because anytime I go like travel, I always like make sure my appointments line up. So my nails were done and so were my lashes. So there is some kind of filter on here that removed my eyelashes. So I didn't notice that until right now when I was reading that thing. But yeah, I am sure that there is some kind of filter on it. But gosh, where is the funny meme? Somebody posted like the McDonald's cashier thing. It's the one where like they're comparing Zendaya and a McDonald's cashier. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. So it's Vogue model versus McDonald's cashier. So it's like, oh yeah, I look like a McDonald's cashier. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think, why didn't that show up first? I'm just going to bookmark it for later. Thank you, person who shared this. I'm going to bookmark it. But okay. But so anyways, I just saw this and I'm like, how am I catfishing? And then also I'm just like, you didn't even spell my name right. Like that's one of the signs that I'm like, if you can't even do your research on who you're going to talk shit about, I'm not going to take anything you say seriously. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups. That's what happens when you've been drinking. Okay, but so yeah, this is like she went after us three. Like she'll go after Ashton next. And then she did a live stream where she was talking about us. So I'm just going to play the section And so I will give Pearl this. Out of everything, I don't think she made this herself or this list herself, which she admits in this video, and I believe her because it's very clear she didn't do any of the research herself. Okay, here it is. So she talks about Chrissy. Watch, when she says my name, she doesn't know. It's so clear she doesn't know who I am or anything about me, and she admits it. Let me see if I can get that.
Yeah. No. Next and last, we have.
Save the best for last. Cheers.
I've never heard of this woman ever, but her name's Anna from TWG. It's a nomination.
TWG. That Wars girl. At least she didn't call me Anna. At least she pronounced my first name correctly. But it's like, she says it a little bit farther back. She's like, you guys are the ones that nominated this. You guys made this list, not me. So she didn't even do the work herself. So it's like, it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to do this big awards thing, you should at least put a little bit of research into your content. Especially like somebody was pointing out how she has almost 2 million subscribers and she like only had 800 people watching, which is a pretty bad ratio for the amount of subscribers you have. But again, I think it comes into the amount of effort that you put in. But yeah, again, let's see what she has to say about me. She's going to compare me to McDonald's, which is funny. I actually like McDonald's.
We thought
here you go.
Anna was a super hottie, but it turns out she looks like the cashier from my McDonald's under all those filters. They're
the ones that put the filter on me. They removed my eyelashes and my freaking cosplay makeup in the real life photo. I want to find this original photo. I want to see what the original one looks like. Okay, let's see.
Looked like I went to McDonald's the other day, and I saw a woman that looked just like this. So I don't. I know shapeshifters. Now again, stop sharing.
See, that's all she has to say about me. So she doesn't know anything about me, so she doesn't have anything to say about me, which is fine. But it's like, I don't think my big thing, I'm like, I shouldn't be on this list. Yes, you can give me shit for doing my makeup and I guess being a whammon online. But guys, I would just like to say, if you're going to nominate me for anything, why catfishing? How am I catfishing? I'm married. I've been in a relationship since before I even started YouTube, and I've never hid that. I'm not one of those girls that like pretends like, oh, I'm single and like let me do a hot tub stream. I'm not one of those girls. And like, what was that one girl who's like really, really pretty, but she like played video games, but the entire time it was like her husband that was playing video games like off screen, and like she was pretending like it was her, but it was really him. Does your name like have an animal in it? Or maybe it's a bunch of girls that I'm thinking of, but it's like that to me, I'm like, that would be more so catfishing. How am I a catfish? I've never hit the fact that I'm married. I've never been like trying to solicit like men's attention in that way. Like I've always just been like, yo, I'm Anna. Here's my opinion on Star Wars. And then everybody knows the joke like about Peaches, like my husband Peaches. It's like part of like the lore on my channel. So it's like, I don't know. If you're going to talk shit and, give people shit about catfishing, I'm the last person that should be on a list like that. Also, it's cosplay. Like, if you're going to give me shit about the way I look, I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, let's go look at my Instagram. I just found the one of like me and Chrissy. Okay, so like, here we go. I don't look like this right now. I just had a baby and this is when I had bangs. So it's like, I don't look like that. I got different nails. I got like my makeup's a little bit less right now. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much the same. I don't really change up my makeup. I know I had my autumn lipstick on there, and I think maybe I have eyeliner and eyeshadow on in this photo, but that's pretty much it. And I have Christmas time nails on. But I don't know. Here's me on my birthday. Like, obviously, this is me going out to an Alice Cooper concert. Rob Zombie was supposed to play too, but he got laryngitis, so he did not perform. But this is like right before me and Peaches went out to see Alice Cooper on my birthday. Obviously, I don't look like that right now. I'm not wearing my nice red dress, and I don't have, my boobs all up. Right now, my boobs have pads on them because they're leaking out milk. Fun fact, right? But see, I'm also not one of those girls that hides that shit. Like, I will tell you guys all of the grossest, most despicable things about me because I think it's funny to gross people out. So, why am I on the catfish list? I don't understand. I don't understand. But apparently I am. So I'm just like, I think the biggest irritation for me in that whole scenario is the lack thereof research. Because if a woman is pretending, like if a woman's like married or has a boyfriend and is pretending she doesn't, so that way she can like suck money out of guys, that I would consider a catfish. Chrissy is married. Chrissy doesn't hide the fact that she's married. I don't know about any of the other women on that list. I mean, Brittany, remember she was engaged, but now I don't think that they are anymore. I don't know. I haven't talked to Brittany in like months. So I don't know what's going on there. And I don't know all the other girls in the thread personally. So I can't talk to their relationship status. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the catfishing shit. I don't understand. If you guys are going to make a poll like that, I don't know. Like, just get like the basic criteria correctly. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Okay, let me read a couple super chats. But yeah, so that congratulations, Junior. You just got like 30 minutes of 30 minutes of content of me talking about that topic for you $10. So you got your money's worth. Thank you for the super chat. James Scabart, thank you for the super chat. The Cybertruck was rented. They probably ain't getting a deposit back. Oh shit. If it was rented, then they can track them down, can't they? I'm sure Elon, we're gonna find out what kind of like crazy technology, tracking technology Elon has in all of his cars. We're gonna find out. That's all things should be. They'll find Hunter Biden's wallet in a Cybertruck. Oh my god. The squid, thank you for $20. It's Rich Pearl who looks and acts like a barracks rat is judging other women on their looks. I think that's part of her grift is that she knows that she's not, particularly high on the totem pole as far as attractiveness. So she gets a lot of engagement by going after other people's looks versus if she was like a supermodel hot, then I don't think people would be as bothered by it. I don't know. I just see Pearl and I'm like, I understand like I understand her grift and I really don't care. That's why when I was on Simcast and like they would always talk about her, I was just like, just stop giving her attention and she'll go away. Like if she's not getting attention, she's not making money from this, like nobody's gonna, compare it. And then now look at me, I'm talking about it because I got dragged into the mix. But my biggest gripe with that whole thing is that if you're gonna make a list, you have to, and like you have very specific criteria. You should do a little bit of research. That way you make sure everyone that you nominate is part of that criteria. So that's my biggest gripe with that whole thing. Cesario Japan, thank you for the 10. One of my former dominatrix friends told me of a story where she had a first-time mom to be friend ask her to teach her nipple torture techniques to help get used to breastfeeding. It was awkward. Yeah. That is kind of a weird thing, but you know what? It is like a torture. It really is. Breastfeeding is extremely painful and nobody warns you about that. Oh shit, thank you for the super chat. Isn't Pearl one of the biggest clickbaiters around X, just looking to provoke people for attention? Yes, that's why I usually don't engage. In this situation though, I did think that it was funny and I was tempted to respond, which I did because I thought I think my response was funny. Let's see. Member for Pastor Flash, member for 4 months. Thank you for the member chat. All the worst photos still look better than Pearl. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think that's why it's like I do want to see the original photo because I'm like, taking mine. I did just have my eyelashes done yesterday. I went and I did that too yesterday. I had a lot of things going on yesterday, but I took care of my baby. And then while she napped, we're trying to set up some more baby equipment that we got from like our baby shower. So Peaches was trying to do that. And then I was able to go and see my eyelash lady. My nail lady is getting married next month. So I had to go see her now before she goes out of the country to get married. But so yes, I went and got this. So this is all fresh, which I know when that photo was taken, my eyelashes couldn't have been like 3 days old at that time. So I want to see the original photo because that obviously somebody else took that photo and posted it. So they did some kind of like makeup remover filter. So I want to see the original one. Let's see. And Borg Pork, thank you for being a member for 48 months. Dude, I saw your Instagram message. I will send all that out to you on when the post office opens back up, which I think is tomorrow because everything is closed today. Let's see. Happy New Year, Anna. About to see Nosferatu. Talk to you later. Oh, we'll have fun. I've heard from people it's good and other people say it's bad. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2. You're saying Melanie looked 80 when she was 20? No. No, I guess Benjamin Button is a bad example. But Melanie looks great. I freaking pray that I can look as good as Melanie, like when I'm her age. Okay. I never heard of this Pearl person. Is her content always about her putting down other women? Jealousy. That's the thing. I don't even think Pearl is. I don't really know. From everything I know about Pearl is from Brittany and all the stuff that we talked about on Simcast. And this is my impression of who she is. She is someone that found what works for her channel and her content, and she's continued to make that because it's how she makes her living and makes money. And part of that is going after other women. And from what I've seen, people compare her like she's the female version of Fresh and Fit or Andrew Tate. I don't watch those people, so I don't know. Like the closest to the manosphere that I ever like watched was that Whatever podcast, but that was because it was funny. And then I went there and I got to go on the show and I saw the behind the scenes of how everything actually works. And I like have not watched it really since because I'm like, this is just it's like it's I guess that circle of life kind of thing. We talk shit about you, so the people it's like these people talk shit about these people. And then, here, actually, let me use this. I have these plushies that I got. Okay. So this one talks shit about this one. This one responds, and then this one responds, and then they fight, and each side has their own supporters, and then each side makes money off of constantly fighting with each other. That is my puppet show version of what that is. And so Pearl is one of the few girls that's on this side. And so Pearl is, on the boys' side fighting with the girl side. So she gets all the attention and stuff. But that's from what I've seen and my impression of the situation. So I don't really engage because I'm just like, everything you guys preach, you don't actually do. When somebody's preaching about something, like especially lifestyle stuff, I'm just like, well, you better be practicing what you're preaching. And when you don't, it's like, then why should I take you seriously? Like all of the guys that are bitching at OnlyFans girls about the way that they should live, but then all of them, it's like, well, none of you guys follow your own like trad advice. So why should anyone take you seriously kind of thing? And if you were following that trad advice, you would have a wife and family and you wouldn't have time to be bitching about random chicks you don't know on the internet. And then like the random chicks they don't know on the internet, like they're just doing their own thing. You don't have to agree with it, but it's like, unless that's like your friend, your sister, your own daughter, it really isn't anyone else's business. But I get it. It's the internet. Everyone has an opinion on everything. And we're all human. None of us are perfect. And like, that's part of our nature is to like, you instantly kind of judge things that you see. I think that's more of a survival instinct, if anything else. So it's something that I guess I was intrigued in at first when I first heard about it. Cause it's like, it's the first time you ever hear about something. It's kind of like a movie getting pitched to you. And it's like, oh, like I kind of want to see what you're talking about. And so it's like you watch that movie and then about 5 minutes in, you're like, all right, that's ain't for me. I was one of those stupid people. I got maybe like 10 minutes in and then I realized it's like, yeah, this really isn't for me. I don't have time for this shit. Like none of you know shit about Star Wars, so I don't really care. Right? Let's see. Russell Hall, thank you, super chat. Okay, fine. We get it, Anna. You're not some great big uggo fatty. Well, you're not uggo. Thanks, Russell. I am too fat for my own, in my own opinion right now, I am too fat. But I did just have a baby. I'm giving myself that grace period, I guess. But I worked out last night. I worked out the day before as much as I could, considering I'm not allowed to go to a gym yet. And I feel so much better. But I am kind of sore today because it's like, so women, like when your baby bump is growing, your abs will either split down the middle or get pushed up and like it'll split on the sides. My abs split down the middle, so my core is destroyed. And I'm trying to build that back up and also get like my legs better in shape. And I've had to learn how to use all muscles because I haven't, when I first had the baby, I couldn't use my core muscles at all. It was hell, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. So sorry, Japan, thank you for the 5. It could be worse. Remember when the Whatever podcast took one of your Instagram bikini pics and gave you 2 bigger cup size in the thumbnail? No, they didn't change my cup size. Here, I'll show you the photo that they use. Everybody uses this photo of me, and I'm like, I guess it's a good photo. I didn't realize how groundbreaking this photo of me was going to be, because everyone fucking uses it. Like, look, you got to scroll through years of Instagram content to go find this goddamn photo. Like, look, you want to talk about catfishing? Here's me as 7 of 9 versus my profile picture on Twitter. Like, you could have at least used the same goddamn character I'm cosplaying as. But to get to that photo, you have to scroll past the photos of me getting married. So how am I catfish? Come on, mofo, load. Where is it? Where's my bikini photo? It was during COVID. I remember that because I was buying a swimsuit and I didn't know which size to get, and they wouldn't let you try on stuff off at Target, so you had to buy it, go try it on at home, and then go and return it. So people like complain because, is it this one? No. Why is nothing loading? Because I had the tag on in the photo. Okay, this is about where my hair was that color. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's down here. Look at how old this photo is. It's from 2021. So this photo is almost 4 years old. But no, you know what they did? They changed it. They changed my bikini from yellow to pink. And I got mad because I'm like, yellow's my favorite color. What's wrong with my yellow bikini? I'm like, this is my old phone too. I think it's all cracked still. Yeah, we had like, what were we doing? Oh my God, look at my little waist. Oh my God, I'm so fat right now. But yeah, so they took this photo, which everybody likes to use of me, I get, and it's like a really like blurry photo, but people like to use this photo. I guess I looked back when I looked good, I guess. And they like to use this. But yeah, they just took this photo and made my bikini pink instead of yellow, which I'm like, I like yellow better than pink, but it's just me. So yeah, but exactly. So it's like you took like this photo that's like 4 years old. I guess at that time, when was that Whatever podcast? I don't know, like a year or 2 ago. And it's like you purposely went out of all the photos of me you could possibly get, and you got that one, and then you photoshopped it. And then the guy, Brian, who's the host, he didn't know who the hell I was. So I'm like, it must have been like one of his producers that made the thumbnails and everything. But it's like, I don't know. There's been a couple of shows where I've gone on and like one of the hosts, if not both of them, have no idea who I am. And they ask me questions and I'm like, you don't do any research on the people that you have on your show, do you? I don't know. Like, and if you don't know them, like you don't even like ask them questions to get to know them. Like if I ever meet someone on stream, I try to like get to know them first before, but I don't know. Like I got very disillusioned to some things very quickly. Do you know what you think? Saw that Twitter X thread LOL'd at the Pete Davidson Pearl picture comparison. Dude, so did I. And I never thought that Pete Davidson would win in a beauty contest against someone until I saw that. I was like, oh my God. Ryan Linder, thank you for the super chat. With Henry Cavill doing Warhammer, are you sure you're not that Warhammer girl? Just saying. Oh, that's a good point. Oh my God, Ryan, you're a genius. You're a genius. I'll use that one too. Mark, so I think for the super chat, some guy need to take one for the team and date Pearl, and hopefully she will be happy. She strikes me as a very unhappy woman. You know what? I think even if Pearl was in a relationship, I don't think she would use that or like talk about it until it was monetizable and stable, because I don't know if she would want the backlash of if they broke up. But I don't know, man. It's none of my business, and frankly, I don't really care. If she's miserable, she's doing it to herself. There's plenty of things you can do to make yourself happier in life, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It's none of my business. That's all I think of the super chat. Is this clam BS going to become a female trash cast? No. I'm just talking about it now because I think it's funny. Tiki the Mighty, thank you for the 5. I met you in person at MegaCon when you dress as Lois Lane. You look better in person than in that photo. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I look like that photo. Like that's the thing. I didn't really think about it until somebody pointed it out. but I'm just like, this isn't what I look like. There's some kind of app on my face. And whoever took this original photo, I want to see it because this doesn't look like me. I want to see. Because I pay good money to have my eyelashes looking like this. And I know for a fact my eyelashes were looking like this when I was at MegaCon. So what the hell's going on? Like, I showed you guys. Like, I even commented and I posted the photo. Like, this is, take in mind, this was like an iPhone 8. An iPhone 8 at the con. Bad lighting and everything. Which cons notoriously have the absolute worst lighting possible. But it's because you're in like a big freaking warehouse. What do you expect? It's not going to be perfect studio lighting. But it's like, I don't think I look that bad. I am a little irritated because I forgot my steamer. I have like a little travel suitcase sized steamer and I forgot it. And you can see like the folds in my skirt, which I was not happy about, but there's nothing you can do. So yeah, I don't think I look bad though. Like, I don't think I look bad. And it's like this, it's like it's obviously a filter. But again, I'm not gonna put that on Pearl. I don't think she did any research on it. So I don't think she did that. I think people sent her photos and she was just going off of the photos she was sent. But thank you. And I guess it was nice meeting you. I don't know your in real life person name versus your YouTube name, but thank you for the compliment. James, thank you for the if you have 1 million subscribers but only get 800 watching, there's going to be a chance a lot of the subscribers are fake. Oh, no, I mean, I think people just don't get notifications and stuff like that. So I'll and also like, some people just aren't as interested in it. So I don't know. This is also, guys, I have a poll in the chat. It says, what kind of content would you like to see more from me this oh my god, I did not spell any of this correctly. This new year. And you guys, I put videos, live stream, shorts, or collabs. Live streams is winning. Congratulations, you got a live stream today. Videos and then videos is at 34%, live streams at 48%, shorts is at 4%, and collabs is at 14%. So you guys want to see collabs? All right, I got you. Let's see. Professor Art, thank you for the super chat. Who asked women about women? Men should judge this. I guess maybe men should be judging it, huh? Jeremy Birds, thank you for being a member for 55 months. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Cheers, my dude. Cheers. Now, I'm going to try to get through all of the rest of my super chats right now because it is on the topic. And then I'm going to talk about a couple of things since it is a New Year's stream. I do have, let's see, I can only stream for 2 hours today. So I am on kind of a time limit because I do have a stream after this over on Graham Nolan's channel. And then after that, I'm going on to Grizzy's channel to present an award. So I back to back on live streams, and I do have to intermittently go and check on my baby. I just got an Amber Alert on my phone. That's not good. I hate getting those because then something happened to a poor kid. Carnell, thank you for the 5, my dude. The best response to insults from those like Pearls is always, I've been called worse things by better people. Oh, that is a good comeback. I'm gonna bookmark that. Happy New Year, Anna. Well, thank you, and Happy New Year's. I think I have been called worse by better people, and that is actually a good segue into what we're going to be talking about. So, New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolutions are, guess, spoiler, to finish the eye project. I know, right? For those that don't know, I have been doing this painting project for the past, 4 years now, because I started it back in 2021, I believe. And so I have been doing this thing where I'm trying to paint 200 eyes, and I film it and everything. I didn't film the first one, so I'm kind of irritated by that, but I can't go back and change the past. So if you follow me on my art channel or my art Instagram, I post, videos of like every time I've painted an eyeball. And so you guys can go over and check that out. Here's like some pictures of like, this is the past. I think this was 175. So here's 70 eyes that I painted. And then like, this is me holding that like 5. So these are big. These are pretty big. I just finished eye 197. This is my mother's eye. My mom didn't like the photo that I took of her. She's like, I look too old. Here's a photo of me from when I'm younger. Like this. So this is a photo of my mom's eye in the 90s. And I don't even think I was able to capture my mom's eye correctly because my mom has like really, really bright sea green eyes. Like I've never seen someone with the eye color of my mom. They're not blue, they're green. They're like a sea foamy green, and they're really, really light, but they're like bright, if that makes sense. And so This is like one of those like Walmart photo shoots her and my dad did. And my dad's always had like really thick glasses on. And so my dad, like I couldn't really see his eyes in the photo because like, he's got glasses. But my mom's, it was good enough quality for me to paint it. But so this is my mom's eye. This was eye 197. So I only have 3 more. So I think that's a pretty good New Year's resolution goal. I think I can accomplish in the year of 2025, I think I can finish the eye project. And I do have more than 200 volunteers. So there is going to be more than 200 eyes, but I'm very close to being done. My goal was to finish it before I had the baby, and then the baby came weeks early, so I was not able to complete that. But so if you guys are interested, go and give me a follow over my art Instagram. If you guys want to see those videos, I do usually stream it or stream all of these eyes that I've painted. I do usually stream them, but the last from like this one forward, I did not stream it because I just had it like set up at my kitchen table so I could watch my baby inside, and I was still healing and I didn't have the energy to live stream. So these like last 7 were not streamed. So I apologize for that, but I am going to try to stream the rest of them. But so that is one of my New Year's resolution goals. The other one is to lose the rest of my baby weight. But I do want to have a book come out of the eye project once it is completed. I had a sample somewhere, which I was going to show everyone, but I don't know. It wasn't a sample of my book, but like kind of like the sample of what I'm looking for. I want just like a little hardcover book that I can it's like I can sit for a little while and then like everything hurts. So I have to go back to being standing. I have this like, not that anyone cares. I have this stool that's for painting, but it's like a leaning stool. So it's always weeble wobbly and I have to use my core to like hold myself in place, which is painful, but I thought I could do it for a little bit, but I'm going to be standing the rest of this because now I'm in a lot of pain. But you should do 3 more during Jack Show tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure I'm hosting Jack Show, so I don't think I can. But so let's see. So in 2025, these are my plans. I want to finish the eye project and I want to put out the book for the eye project. I might do cosplay this year. I don't know, just because I am not going to do more photo shoots or any of that until I am back in shape and happy with my body, which I am not currently right now. I know, as you know, I'm going to try to do more collabs. I'm going to try to do me and Rhino have been talking about doing more Star Wars streams together since he's one of my few friends that I have left that actually wants to talk about Star Wars. I know a lot of people are just like not about Star Wars news anymore, which I completely understand. I get it. But there's this new Star Wars show that came out. It's like basically reverse Treasure Planet / Island and Goonies. And so we're gonna do a stream. We'll probably do 2. We'll probably do one on my channel, one on his channel, and talk about it. But so I am going to, be doing more, hopefully Star Wars shows. I am gonna try to be better about going on other shows that I'm always invited to, like Toxic Femininity and Simpcast. And I know you guys always say I phone it in on shows like Jack Show. That's never my intention. It's just, especially this past year, I was not healthy at all with, being pregnant, and I found out why my placenta was basically poisoning me the entire time, but there's no way to test for that or like to confirm that until you give birth and they can look at the placenta and test it when it's out of you. And so they did tell me though, like it's really common with new mother, like younger and like new first time moms. And so hopefully that doesn't happen again in the future, but it was affecting me. And I don't even think I really acknowledge or accepted how much it was affecting me. I was just trying to like kind of power through it. But this last year was really, really rough for me. So I do apologize if you guys think that I've been phoning it in. I was in a lot of pain this year and I was basically sick the entire time I had a tiny human in me. So, let's see. Just realized next year's Jack will be on New Year's Day. Oh, it will? How cool. You were wiped out a lot of the Jack shows while you're pregnant. Yeah. But yes. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try to be better. My plan for the eye project though is once I'm done with all 200 and I have a book, I do want to go on like a con tour. If the con tour is, I have this vision of having like all of my eyes up on display and having like a throne, and people can come and like sit in the throne and like take like a photo with all the eyes. And excuse me, doing like that version of like a meet and greet kind of thing. So depending on how much the Indiegogo raises is how many cons I'll be able to visit. And so that's kind of my plan. If anyone has any like cons they specifically want me to go to, let me know. Obviously, it's easier for me to go to the ones down here where I live in Southern California. So like that's kind of what I'm looking into right now. But I do want to see if I can go to some like in the middle of the country and on the East Coast so I can try to like meet as many people as possible. What the hell kind of plan is that? It's Russell, it's just a way for me to be able to, because I know a lot of people do like fan meetups and like meet and greets and stuff, but I want people to be able to see the eyes, and it's just something cool that I had planned. So if you guys like that, let me know. I'll know more like once I start planning out like the Indiegogo campaign and get like things rolling with the book. But that is just kind of my plan. All right, let's see what else. And then possibly the next project would probably be like maybe animal eyes, but I do want to do this thing where it's like where I paint portraits, but then change them up. Like it's like, okay, here's like here's a photo of like a person's face, but let me transform them into like an ogre, like from Lord of the Rings, or an elf, or I don't know, like something from World of Warcraft or Magic the Gathering and something like that. Like have like somebody base portrait as, the base for the face, and then like go off on it and go like full on fantasy. But that's just kind of like my inspiration idea, if that makes any sense. What was this one that I just saw? You should call your meet and greets eyes to eyes. Oh my god, how funny. Thank you for the super chat, 200-watt studio. But okay, now this isn't exactly going to be a fun topic, but I am going to address it just because it is the new year. And I don't want to start this year off with any more of any of this bullshit. So I know a lot of people on the internet don't get along. And I never really understood the phrase like go touch grass until getting dragged into drama over and over again. But let me just say, people send me stuff and I feel like people are just trying to bait me to get into internet fights with people, which just isn't going to happen. But okay, I talked about this a little bit on the last stream that I did, and like Rhino was on and everything. Like, and so people tag me and stuff all the time that I don't really care to see, that I don't really want to see, but people tag me because they're like, oh, Anna, I want to make you know, like these people are talking shit about you. And I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't want to see that, but it is what it is. But so there was people that were talking shit about my calendar, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Whatever. People can have their own opinions. But so this is obviously the best of. So I've done 3 calendars so far. And honestly, I should have put in my New Year's thing, like I learned in 2024 who my real friends are. And so I've seen, since I started doing this, I have seen clips throughout the years of people, making fun, like making jokes like, oh, you're going to do a calendar, or something doesn't mean something to calendar, da da da. And I've never took it personally because it's obviously someone, and I'm just like, all right, you're not my friend to begin with, or if you are, just pretend to be polite to me, I guess, when you are forced to interact with me. But I obviously know there's animosity there, or else there wouldn't be these types of jokes, because it's not like me and Cecil poking fun at each other, right? It's not like me calling Cecil a fag, or making fun of John for not having eyebrows, or making fun of John and Shane about being gay, right? It's not like the friendly kind of banter. It's like that there's animosity behind it. And it never really bothered me, because I'm just like, all right, you have a problem with me, I don't have a problem with you. It's that I'm living rent free in your head kind of thing. And I think it is that whole aspect of, I know what I look like and what other people perceive the way that I look like. It's obviously the way that I perceive myself is not the way that other people perceive me. And so I think people, especially on the internet, give me, I don't know, more credit than I feel myself, if that makes any sense. Because I've always been just kind of like the nerdy person in the group, and I've never really, based anything on my physical appearance. And when I look at myself in the mirror, I see my mother, I see my father, I see my grandparents, and I just look at my face and I see, like, all of these people that are family members that I care about, and like different aspects of myself I see but obviously you guys don't all know my family, so you guys don't see that. But that's what I see when I look in the mirror. So, and I don't know, I feel like people on the internet and people that I meet think that I'm more attractive than I feel, but I just react to the way I guess people perceive me, and I'm just like, all right, that's thank you for the compliment, but I'm still just gonna be me. But so people that talk shit about it, I'm like, well, you don't have to like it. I did my first one because people asked me to do it, and it did make a good amount of money, and people asked me to continue making it. So I'm doing what my audience asked for. And from what I've seen is the people that complain about it are people that you would never want to see their face on a calendar for a month out of the year, unless it was some kind of like comedy skit thing, or maybe like, I don't know, a horror scene from a movie. Right? So I'm just like, you know, maybe you shouldn't be, I don't know, maybe don't throw stones at people that, and now I don't even know the analogy that I'm trying to say, or I don't know the rest of it, but it's in my head. So yeah, so it's just one of those things. So when I saw it originally, I was like laughing, and I was like, all right, I know somebody sent it to me because some Glass House. Yes, thank you. That was what it was. But yeah, so I saw the clips from years ago of people that, claimed to be my friends at one point, talking shit about it, and but joking about it, and like in a derogatory way, like, "Oh, you're doing a calendar?" And I saw that, and I was just like, I have no problem with you, and I didn't know that there was a problem between us, but obviously there is, but it's one-sided, right? And then I saw a video going around the other day. A couple of my mods tagged me in it on Twitter, and then another one of my mods emailed it to me. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to give attention, and I don't want people to use it to try to start drama between me and the people in the clip. But I did see it, and I would just like to say the things that I did see in it. It's I mean, I watched it and I sent it to Rhino, because we were talking off after the stream the other day, and he's like, "Can I see it?" And I showed it to him, and he's like, "That's like 100% defamation because what they're saying and like making claims about you is complete lies." And I'm like, I didn't think about it that way, but you're kind of right, it is. So in this clip, so I've never all of my calendars so far, like, my first one, I did completely on a whim. My birthday's Halloween. I went and I got my hair done like Rogue from X-Men because Rogue's my favorite X-Men outside from like Wolverine and Magneto. Like she's my favorite female X-Men. And I decided for my birthday, for my birth month, I wanted to have my hair done as Rogue. And I was like, I'm just want to do it for fun, right? And then I'll dye it back to my normal hair after. And so I went and got my hair professionally done. Like you can go watch the video, it's up on my channel. And then I went on the live stream and I had my whole costume on. Like literally, I got home from the beauty parlor, put on the costume, and I went on a stream. And then like the chat, you guys are all excited. You're like, "Oh my God, that looks great." And then people in the chat said I should do a cosplay calendar. And Cecil read it and he's like, "Oh my God, you should do that." And after the stream, people, excuse me, I'm getting hiccups, kept telling me, "You should do that. You should do that." And I was like, okay, take in mind, this is in October. Almost the end of the year. October is the 10th month in a 12-month year. So I had, a few months to put together. I had to find a photographer. I had to get together 11 different costumes and go and get professional photos taken and do an Indiegogo and do something that I had never done before and find a printer. And my calendars were a little bit late. I added on months. So no matter what, you would still get your 12 months worth. You would still get an entire year. But yes, I was late. It was my first time ever doing something like that, and I don't have any help from other people. I do all of the, shipping, everything that myself. I did the photos. I had to have pay to have my photographer rush edit everything, and it was an intense process. It was a huge learning curve, but I did it and it came out. And it was not years late, it was a few months late. The second one, I had issues with as well because of, just stuff that was going on. Half a year late. It was not half a year late. And again, I put in extra months, so you got 12 months no matter what. And then the second one, same problem. Well, not the same exact problem, but there was issues with that. And again, it's like I'm learning. I'm still doing this, and I'm doing this all myself. And I always make sure that there's extra months in the calendar so that way everybody does get it, gets their full year's worth. And then I also print it bigger so that way you can have it like poster size. So that way you just kind of like a poster once the year is over and you can still have it as a poster. But so on this little clip that was sent to me was someone that I know for a fact hates me. I don't know why this person hates me. I'd never done anything to this person, but this person has hated me for a long time. I don't understand why. Again, I've never done anything to this person, but this person's got like sand up their cooch about me for whatever reason, even though I never did anything to them. And this person starts telling this other person who I have been friends with since I started YouTube. He was one of the first people on my channel. He was my first guest when I was trying to do like a podcast before I discovered how much I hate like doing podcast interview shows. And we've never had any issues, right? Never a single thing. And then the person that hates me is saying like, oh, 2 years late, a calendar that's 2 years late. And I'm like, I don't have a calendar that's 2 years late. I've never had a calendar that's 2 years late. Nothing I've ever made has been 2 years late. I think the person that was talking shit, didn't do any research and realize that this calendar that I have right now is for 2026, which was in 2024 in 2 years, because I was giving myself a grace period because I was pregnant all year last year and had a baby. And I knew I was going to be kind of backed up on what I can do with a newborn. So I purposely made my calendar, instead of coming out 2025, 2026. So I see this person who obviously hates me, and I know hates me because I've heard things about what this person has said about me behind the scenes. Again, I don't know what I did to this person, but people will hate to hate. And I see this person lying about me, purposely defaming me to someone that I've been friends with and have never had a problem with. And then that person, trusting this person that is their friend, lying to them about me, and, like taking, he's obviously taking that other person's word for it because he trusts him and believes him. And so they're just laughing about me. Now, I did watch that clip, and I don't usually address this kind of stuff because I'm just like, it's people just trying to start drama to start drama. But again, it's kind of like with the Pearl thing. With Pearl, I'm like, can you please just do a shred of research before you go and like the catfishing thing? I'm like, how am I catfishing anyone? Like, I'm married. I just had a baby. I've never hid that. Like, I would understand if like I'm like, oh no, I'm completely single, guys. Yeah. But no, I'm married with a baby and I've never hid that. Like, obviously I just had the baby, but I've never hid the fact that I've been in a relationship. And so like Pearl didn't do any research. She didn't know what my name was. She didn't know anything about me. So she just had me up there because she was going off of what other people had told her. And in this clip that I've seen going around, it's someone that obviously already hates me, I'm assuming, and this is me giving the huge benefit of the doubt, got fed wrong information about me, is going off of that wrong information and spreading that around to continue to talk shit about me because they already hate me to begin with. And then seeing that and going and trying to, tell someone that, I consider a friend, and trying to manipulate. And I'm like, so you're trying to manipulate and lie to someone that I'm like is cool with me, and you're doing it live on air. Like, first off, that's fucking retarded, but also it's like, that's 100% defamation, going and lying about me on air. They didn't say my name, but enough people watched this clip and sent it to me, and it's stupid. If you guys see it, please go and correct the record, but please, I just don't want to be involved in any of this drama. And like, obviously I see drama going around. I have, mutual friends that are fighting. It's the internet. Everyone's going to be fighting with everyone. And I'm kind of this is where I am in this situation. I am in a car on the freeway and there's a huge accident, and I'm kind of sitting in that traffic. And sometimes it's like you're sitting in traffic, there's an accident right there. And it's like, I try to ignore it, but sometimes I look over at the accident. I'm not getting out of my car and jumping out to like go get involved in this car accident. I'm not going and dragging someone out of a car. I'm not going and trying to help the firefighters. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm just trying to do my own thing and mind my own business. And sometimes I do look over at the accident because you're stuck in traffic, and sometimes there's nothing else to do. But I'm not involved in the car accident, right? I'm aware of it. I know it's there. I got other shit going on that, in my opinion, is more important to me and what I'm doing, and I frankly have more interest in than the car accident. But it's just dumb, and it sucks that it's that kind of situation, but it is what it is. So please don't try to drag me into it. I'm trying to ignore it the best I can. There's also another thing that I would like to address, which is there are some screenshots going around from years ago, people trying to get me. It's like everyone is just desperate to get me to fight with other people. And I'm like, how much of lives do you not have to where you're bringing up stuff from years ago to try to get me to fight with people just because you don't like it? It is weird. But so one of, I guess, just there was a group chat and somebody, so how to phrase this without naming names. So someone that I am friends with now, back when we first met, I had a snake in my ear about that person, and that person also had a snake in their ear about me. And so this person said some things about me in a group chat. And that was years ago. That was before they really knew me. That was at that point, again, when this person said these things, they had a snake in their ear and I had a snake in my ear. Since then, those snakes are now gone. We know who those snakes were. And the second that those screenshots got leaked, that person went and immediately apologized to me. And so it's like, it's fine. It's over. It's done with. And I even told him, I was like, I understand. There was someone that, was, again, in my ear about you. I'm sure that I don't know. I don't think I ever bitched about this person in DMs, but I mean, I don't remember because it was years ago, but I see the screenshot going around. It does involve my family, which is what, like, guys, if you ever try to use my family against me or bring my family up and things, that's an immediate block. Leave my fucking family out of this. If it was, up to me, my family would have never been on the internet, would never gotten dragged into this weird little portion of the internet that I'm in. Unfortunately, that was not the case years ago, and I was put in a position where I was told by a specific family member to use my platform because my middle sister went missing, and I was told by another family member that I needed to use my platform to find her. And obviously, at the time, I was freaked out trying to find my sister, and my sister did end up passing away, and it was really, really rough. And from that, it basically the worst kind of people have now since been exposed to my family, have been going after my family. So if you ever try to bring up my family, if you try to bring up my living sister who wants nothing to do with any of this, that's an immediate block. But in these DMs, it was specifically talking about my sister, and I don't think the internet realizes that I have 2 sisters, and me and the sister that is alive, we do not get along. We're not on speaking terms. And even before my other sister died, we never really got along. And siblings just aren't, like, I've seen siblings in movies and stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand some of those relationships. I'm like, that's like so unrealistic. Like, it just and I'll say this, we're very different people. And when the person who was in these DMs that got leaked, I told him, I was like, I'm going to address what you say or what you said in that. And I'm just going to tell you, I think, I was talking about this sister, not this sister. And we are 2 very completely different people. And, she's probably said a lot worse about me, but here's what happened. And, I'm not going to say it obviously on the internet, but there was stuff that has happened and had been building up for years. And there's something really, really bad that happened in real life. And I was venting about it to people that I trusted. And obviously, this other person who had a snake in their ear was in the room and didn't know the entire context of what happened, whereas other people in the room did. And, they bitched about that in another group chat, and that got taken out of context. So I explained the actual context, and it's like, okay, cool, we've been good. But I did appreciate that person talked to me and immediately apologized when, because they're like, obviously what had been said about me to that person was not the same as, who I am. So it's a messy situation. But if you guys see that, please don't tag me. I don't want to see it. It's something that got resolved years ago, and people bringing it up to drag me into more drama. It's exactly that. It's just some loser with no life that's just trying to start drama. But yeah, and I don't want any drama this year. I know it's extremely unrealistic, but I'd rather I have things I have to do and work I need to get done, and that's just become 10 times harder with taking care of a baby because my baby is my priority, and I'm not gonna put my baby on hold so I can go and deal with internet drama. If my baby was crying right now, I'd stop this stream and I'd go take care of my baby. So it's just it is what it is. Also, this especially considering how unhealthy I was during my pregnancy, a lot of that was due to stress. I almost had a stroke and almost died because of the amount of stress I was under. And, it's why I had my baby so early. And there was a lot of stuff going on, behind the scenes that I don't talk about. So, like, again, personal life I don't really like to talk about, but my like best friend, and I don't I don't want to cry, but I might cry talking about this. I'm gonna go off camera for a second. Ah. Okay. I think I'm fine. I'm gonna take a drink. So my best friend, I'll just rip off the Band-Aid. My best friend got like taken in by a cult and God, no, I'm gonna cry. Okay, so my best friend, she moved out to a different state to start her life over. She was doing great. Then she got sucked into a cult, and now she's like completely taken in by this cult, and she's cut off contact with everyone. No, it's not Scientology. It's just I don't want to say it because I don't want anything coming out. Like it got to the point where I'm 6 months pregnant and I'm telling Peaches I'm about to go get on a plane and just like I'm gonna go get her. Like I need I need to go get her because she was doing great. She had a new job. She loved it. Then all of a sudden she met this guy. She joined this one church and it's like she became a completely other person. And I've watched documentaries on cults and Scientology and stuff like that, and it's been stressing me out like none other because she's my best friend. And I'm gonna cry. Sorry, I don't want to cry, but like well anyways, she got pregnant. She got married to a guy that she knew for like a month. Then she got pregnant, and like next thing I know, she quit her job so she could spend more time with the church. Then she lost her baby. She was going to move back here, and I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my gosh." And she had some drama happened, but and so we, she purposely tried to start a fight with me, and I was ignoring it for months and months, and I'm like, "No, cuz she's looking for a fight. I know her so well." And I know she's like pushing my buttons on purpose cuz she wants to fight. Like she's frustrated in her life, so she's trying to take it out on someone else. So she's pushing my buttons on purpose so we'll fight. And then she finally she did it enough to where I did snap, and I told her you got to stop, and she's like, "You're not respecting me and my religion and my beliefs." And so when I found out she was pregnant and moving back home cuz her husband got, injured, so she was going to move back. I messaged her. I swallowed my pride. I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. She insulted me on every possible level while I held my tongue about the fact that she joined a freaking cult. And I told her, I was like, I'll come up, I'll travel all the way up to you, which is like a 7-hour drive. I'm pregnant too. I'm like, we're going to have babies at the same time. And she basically cut her responses to cut me off. Then I found out, later she lost the baby. And I'm just everything that's going on with her, I'm terrified for her. And yes, it has been stressing me out a lot. So, and I don't like to bring in my real life stuff into the internet, but I'm really, really worried for her. And again, I was telling Peaches, and I probably, I'm like, I shouldn't fly because I'm in my 3rd trimester, but I'm like, my belly is small enough. I can probably lie to them and tell them I'm in my 2nd trimester. I'm either about to go and get a plane ticket and go fly out there, or go rent a car and just basically kidnap her and bring her back here and save her, because It's bad. It's bad. But so that's something that is like my stress levels have been through the roof, and I don't talk about it online because it's personal. Our mutual friends all know about it, and literally everyone is freaked out and worried about her, but we don't know what to do. And so yeah, so my stress level was pretty freaking high, right? And so it's not good. I don't know what to do, and we haven't spoken in a long time. So that was something that was stressing me out. And then another thing that was stressing me out was someone, again, there's people that I thought were my friends. And then it's like I get someone dropping in my DMs threatening me while I'm 7 months pregnant driving to my baby shower. And I'm just like, whatever friendship we had there, it's like it's gone. It's gone. So, don't and I'm just like, regardless of everything that was said in this conversation, you are still a full-grown adult that knowing that the person that you're going off on is pregnant, had the audacity to threaten a pregnant woman in DMs. Like, go fuck yourself. So, not only is there real life stuff that's stressing me out, there's like internet stuff, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this internet bullshit like that. There's actual shit going on in real life that matters. I don't care that someone on a live stream said this about, right? I don't care that you don't like this one person on the internet. I don't give two shits. This one person said something on a live stream and you saw a clip of it that, funny enough, you saw it the second it got posted on like an account that has like no followers, and you're going to go jump into my DMs and start threatening me about it. It's like, you're a full-grown adult threatening a pregnant woman. I think that says all about you and your true character that, anybody needs to say. Also, I've noticed over the past couple years, so I have a lot of friends in different friends groups, and I've noticed this trend, which is I'll be friends with people, and then once a certain person sees me interacting with these people and friends with these people, those people slowly stop interacting with me and talking to me. I had one person in particular that I talked to like every day on Instagram, and it was like nothing really conversations, like, oh, that's a funny post, here's this funny meme, ha ha ha. Then that person got onto Twitter, and this other person, the one that threatened me, saw us interacting. All of a sudden, that person that I used to talk to every day, haven't heard from them since. And then I got this epiphany when that person was threatening me. They called me a drama queen. Or no, not a drama queen, a gossip queen. And I had this like instant moment of epiphany, and I'm like, talk about projection, because the second that I met you and all you wanted to do was warn me about this person and this person and this person, and like you saw this person interacting with me on Twitter, and you immediately jumped in my DMs to warn me about that person and send me a video of them drunk fighting with people on a live stream from like 5 years ago. And then you had to warn me about this person, and then you had to warn me about this person. And I'm just like, if anyone is really the gossip queen in this scenario, it's you. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense as to why people that I've been friends with for years, all of the sudden, I just thought I got too busy and we all drifted apart. And then it hit me. I'm like, that's why that person hates me for no fucking reason. That's why that person has arm's length for no reason. That's why that person stopped responding to me. It's all because of this gossip queen snake that has been going in people's ears and spreading lies and talking shit about me. So, whatever. It is what it is. It's 2025. I am now a mother. I don't have time for any of this stupid internet drama. I've seen the true colors now. I know what that person is and who they really are. And regardless of everything else that person has done to me, you still threatened a pregnant woman in DMs like a coward, all over internet bullshit drama. I'm done with people like that. I don't have any time for people like that. I have no interest in that kind of shit. And I'm glad that my eyes I'm glad that I was shown that. I'm glad that that person showed me their true colors, because I guess I'm just one of those people. I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and then it bites me in the ass. So 2025, not putting up with any of that shit anymore. I'm done. I'm doing my own thing. I'm focusing on myself, just like I always have done. If you want to get mad at me because I'm still friends and friendly with certain people, well, guess what? Those certain people aren't sliding into my DMs threatening me while I'm pregnant. Those people aren't sliding into my DMs to talk shit to me about people I don't care about. Those people aren't going and manipulating other people to make them hate me, right? So yeah, I'm nice to people that are nice to me, and I hang out with people that I find entertaining. I like hanging out with Cecil. I like hanging out with John. I like hanging out with Shane. I like watching Ethan, and I like hanging out with Ethan. I like hanging out with Flash on Flashcast. I like hanging out with Rhino. I like hanging out with Nina. I like hanging out with Tom. There's a lot of cool people out there, and if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. And that's all I have to say on that matter. So I have 2 minutes until I have to go over onto Graham Nolan's channel to do the Star Trek show. Everyone, go over to Graham's channel. Let me go and actually try to do the redirect thing on here. But yeah, I don't usually like talking about that kind of stuff, but I did want to address it because it's 2025, and I don't have any fucking interest in getting added to this middle school level of fucking drama. It's immature, it's bullshit, and again, when it's coming from someone that has the audacity to threaten a pregnant woman, again, that says more about that person that could ever possibly say about me. So, yeah. Go back my calendar, even if you see people making fun of it and making fun of me for it. You guys all liked it, and it's making a decent amount of money. And I appreciate everyone that actually is my friend, and that actually is supportive and supporting me. So thank you to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. I don't think Graham has made the stream yet. It is Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. Aren't we supposed to get the link for it? Let me see. Well, I haven't gotten the link for it, so I still have to read my super chats. So let me read the super chats, and then we will go over to Graham's channel. Phil, Team and T, thank you for the super chat. The lady is jealous because outside of Anna being physically more attractive, she is also more attractive on the inside. Personality. Stay awesome. Aw, thank you. Swip -1, thank you for the super chat. In fairness, Pearl might be a better volleyball player than you are a water polo player. I think I'm a better water polo player. I'm actually very good at water polo, or at least I was. I haven't tried playing in years. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Look at the bright side. Your taint in one piece. Thanks, Russell. Phil, Team and T, thank you for being over for 7 months. Favorite color is pink. Anna trying to be April O'Neil. No, my favorite color is purple. Yellow. Gosh, that was a brain fart. Swift -1, thank you for the super chat. What about 2024 behind the scenes stuff you mentioned? Oh yeah, I know. I had all that behind the scenes cosplay. I just haven't I hate editing. If anything makes me not do something, it's because I don't want to edit it. I will get around. Retro Scotty, thank you for the super chat. Hey Anna, happy new year. Been a long time since I visited the channel. For years I was known as open-minded movie man. Oh yeah, I remember that account. I've been focusing on myself. Dude, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. I 100% respect that, but it's nice to see you back. Kuaku, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. Gay Carpenter 77, thank you for the super chat. Anna, I know you wanted a boy, but I'm sure you will be blessed by God raising a little princess Lee, if she even has even if she has lemur fur. I know I'm so happy I had my little girl. She's my little princess. Oh, I love her so much. Like she's absolutely perfect. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2. John and Shane allege that they're just prison gay. Sure. Cesario Japan, thank you for the 5. The big reason why those folks don't like your calendars is that they can only dress up as censored and censored. Barely one pump dumps. Ew. Ew. Thank you for the super chat. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Yes, but when the chat talked you into making those calendars, we were hoping to see you do more characters with prominent bushes and tails. Gross, Russell. You degenerate. David L, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Happy New Year, Anna. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you as well. I hope you are doing well. Okay, is the Star Trek stream not until 6? I thought it was at 5. I thought this show starts at 5. Well, at least I'll have an hour break. All right. I'm sorry. I'm checking like my DMs to see. Okay, let's see. Daniel John 19, thank you for the super chat. What happened to the shows with Jesse Milestone? They're all members only. I make all of my streams members only, so you guys can probably go back and find them, or they're unlisted. But Jesse's another one. I love Jessie. I still think she's an awesome person, but she snapped at me over one of our friends, and I didn't even know what was going on, but she went off on me in DMs, and I was actually, ironically, when I came back from MegaCon, and I was so sick. Like, I read her DMs and I was so confused by him, and I had Peaches read it, and he was like, he's like, don't respond to this right now until like, he's like, wait until you're healthy and then read it. And I was like, is it bad? And he's like, yeah. And then I read it in when I was healthy, and it was what it was. And anytime I like really miss her and I want to talk to her, I just go back and read it, and it makes me so mad. I'm like, I don't know. I still think Jessie is a good person. Just what she said to me, it really, really hurt. And I think she was taking out her frustrations on someone else on me. And I don't think that that was fair at all. But she said what she had to say. And I know somebody said that I ghosted her. I didn't ghost her. I told her I would message her back, when I felt ready. And I just haven't felt ready to talk to her yet, because what she said to me really fucking pissed me off, and it was really upsetting. And it sucks because I saw that she got married, and I'm really happy for her, and I wish her nothing but the best. It's just, she let me know how she really felt in those messages. And again, it was, she was taking out her anger at someone else on me, and I don't think that that was fair at all. But I wish her nothing but the best, and I'm happy that she's happy. Magnum Norse, thank you for being a member for 1 month. I love the channel and wish you the best. And well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to take another drink for Pastor Flash. Cheers. Cheers. All right. Well, it's 5:04. I thought that the landing party show started at 5. I could be crazy. But yeah. I was only planning on going for 2 hours. I do need to go and Peaches has my baby. His baby too. But, Peaches has the baby. I haven't seen her in 2 hours, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to call it a day. So I'm glad I got all that off my chest. I'm glad that even though I don't really feel comfortable talking about my personal life, I'm just, if you guys ever are, wondering why I'm stressed or why I'm kind of, maybe not in the best mood, remember that I have a life outside of the internet, and that stuff is happening. And the stuff with my best friend is just, it's been an absolute nightmare. So, and that has really affected me, as well as, again, it's like you deal with real life stuff, and then you come onto the internet, and it's like, it's so bizarre, because it's like, I mean, even the Matrix, I feel like, makes more sense, but it's like, you come on, you're dealing with real life stuff, and then you get on the internet, and then it's like, this is bullshit. Why are you bitching about this to me? Like, this is some of the stupidest, most petty, childish bullshit, and you're blowing up my DMs like it's fucking, you're storming the beach of Normandy. I'm like, that was a real thing that actually happened. That was a real fucking thing. Someone on the internet said something about you don't like, or you perceived the way that somebody read this chat with this tone of voice is something. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. People that are double my age are acting like children. Grow the fuck up. The internet is not real. It's not fucking real. But this is the fucking reality I live in. I don't have time for that. And I feel like people are just trying to push my buttons because they're so frustrated with their own lives. So they're going to go take it out on who they perceive as the weakest, which apparently was a pregnant woman and now a new mother. So it's absolutely bizarre. 2025, I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I'm not going to be as nice when that kind of shit happens, and I'm not going to just sit back and take it. So don't expect any of that shit from me. But thank you to everyone that is understanding and is a decent human being and doesn't do that stupid, childish, petty bullshit. I appreciate you. Let me read some of these chats. Let's see. That's all. Thank you for the super chat. You don't think 4 years is long enough to be ready? 4 years. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean with it's been 4 years with Jesse? I don't think it's been 4 years. Whenever that MegaCon thing was, when was that? I don't know. When was that? Has it been 4 years? Russell, if you read the messages, you would understand. Let's see. Gay Carpenter 77, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh yes, it's been 2021. Really? It's been 4 years? Well. Damn. I guess it doesn't feel like it's been that long to me. That's crazy. Well, anyway. This year just started. That's true. That is true. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for smashing the like button. I will leave this stream up for at least 24 hours. So I'll start doing that for you guys. I'll wait a while before I make them members only, so you guys can go back and watch this. This is also up on Rumble. By the way, thank you, E. Morsk, for the Rumble rants. Let me read those. Happy New Year. May it be blessed and bountiful. Well, thank you to you as well. The second one says, I wonder, I would not consider you a catfish. I only follow you for 2 reasons. One, you know more about Trek than I do and have working knowledge of most sci-fi. 2, you and Cecil and even John make me laugh on Jack Show. Oh, well, thank you. And then the last Rumble rant that you sent in says, don't think Graham is streaming tonight. I think he put a hold till after the holidays. Hasn't streamed for 3 weeks. Okay. I thought we were doing the show. I guess not. I guess I'll wait on the chat. But that's fine. Then I will just let you guys know I am going to be streaming on Grizzy's channel. Let's see. Oh, he's actually live right now. Let me put this in the redirect. So Grizzy is doing a show. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Let me get the tab. So Mr. Grizzy is doing the Shill Award show right now. Go over to Grizzy's channel. I'm just going to do a redirect on here so that way you guys can go and go to the stream when this one ends. Say Anna Raid. I'm going to be on this presenting an award. Why won't it let me? Oh, he doesn't have it turned on. Okay. So this is Mr. Grizzy. He's doing an award show for like all of the Disney shills. I'm going to be on there at 7:15 presenting awards. So go over to Grizzy's channel and go and rate it. So go say hi. I will be over there shortly. But everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon. Have a great beginning of your 2025, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it?